Grand Rising Soul Fam. So today I am coming on and sharing from the Tao Oracle by Ma Deva Padma. And today exploring hexagram 42. In the Gene Keys, this is the shadow of expectation, the gift of detachment, and the city of celebration. And in the I Ching, this is the hexagram of increase. Seeing a beautiful patch of wildflowers there. I know myself feeling this big flow of energy that comes after the completion of a story where we get to celebrate the freedom. So, all right, couple keywords is sharing, reaping rewards, overflow, expansion, flowering, encouragement, fertile ground, and abundance. So let's see what it has to say. Increase all that is good and true. Increase all that is nourishing and uplifting from within yourself and for others. In a time of golden opportunity, anything less than abundantly sharing falls way too short of the mark. It has been said in so many ways and is worth saying again here and now that giving is far sweeter than receiving. Today, it seems to be increasingly rare to hear the acts of sincere and open generosity that have been undertaken without expectation of reward or recognition. Those delicious random acts of kindness are not something we usually read about in the papers. Seldom are they ever mentioned on TV. Instead, we're more likely to hear of those who have amassed fortunes and used that wealth to expand their buying power. Nevertheless, when we do hear of some act of inexplicable generosity and caring, we pause. We are moved, and our lives are somehow seemingly benefited by it. It doesn't make any sense that some goodness that happens on the other side of the world should touch our own hearts, but it does. It seems to be a cosmic law that kindness freely given has a potential for expanding exponentially. It seems to go a long way toward healing ourselves and our planet. Generosity is a simple affair, and the true benefits are primarily experienced within. They are revealed when spirit is unbounded, not constrained by greed or small-mindedness. Then giving becomes receiving, expanding and enriching our hearts. It's tragic to be shrunken and contracted. It's magic to experience inner richness and to spread it around without reservation. So much more is available when we come from a place of plus rather than minus. Take a walk somewhere in nature during the fullness of spring, preferably in a place teeming with flowers. Consider how all that richness, that beauty and grandeur is made available for all to enjoy, whether or not they deserve it. Nature doesn't hold back. She's never miserly. Her times of increase are times that benefit all life, not just a chosen few. She is the ultimate benefactress. She grows flowers at our feet, bringing rain to quench our thirst and songbirds to delight our ears, and paints the sky with so many stars we're not able to count them. We humans reap the rewards of that abundance when we function from a willingness to share. The time of increase is a time to look to nature for guidance, to look from that abundant and generous source. Following in her footsteps, you will come to understand compassion, to experience serenity, and discover your own unlimited capacity to nurture yourself and others. By really taking her lessons to heart, you can't help but be inspired to become the best you can be, and in turn, to support others to grow to the fullest realization of their potential. You know, they say when someone reaches their Siddhic divine essence, they have the power to impact many others. So here are the changes, bottom line. When you find fortune smiling on you and all your undertakings seem easier, it's the perfect time to reach out and give support to others. Once your own burdens are lessened, you can in turn ease the way for someone else. That's why in a lot of 12-step groups, as soon as you go beyond the addiction, now you become a sponsor, a mentor for others who are new facing addiction. So it's always going up to give back in service. Whatever your biggest wound that's been wound around you, that dharma is also your karma. or your karma is also your dharma. That wound alchemized is your service. So line 2, as your field of influence expands, your actions can go a long way towards setting wholesome precedences for others. It's appropriate and intelligent to suffuse all that you do with gratitude for the support you've been given from so many directions. Let the increase proliferate. All kinds of projects can flourish in leaps and bounds now, but be sure not to neglect the everyday simplicities of life as you embrace the opportunities that open to you now. Line 3. Sometimes harm happens to good people, and in the very process of the happening, it becomes beneficial. If good fortune has come your way from circumstances that might otherwise be considered harmful, it's important to stay centered and sensitive to the feelings of all those around you. In this way, you'll avoid misunderstandings or suspicion on the part of those who do not understand the apparent paradox. Oh, that's good. Line 4. What could be better than going for the real gold in the knowledge that in your own small way, you've helped to make the world a better place? Once in a while, each of us is called upon to serve as a mediator between the fortunate and the less fortunate, to facilitate the sharing of increase for the ultimate benefit of all. Don't be afraid to take the risks inherent in this position. It would not have come your way if you weren't suited for it. Line 5. Sometimes the best thing to do when somebody says thank you is to say you're welcome. Ever notice how all those protestations of, oh, really, it was nothing, tend to draw more attention to the person being thanked? If attention is not what you're looking for, watch that you don't make too much fuss about not wanting it. And line 6, here we are in the divine frequency of grace. There's so much grace available in the acknowledgement, in the gratitude, just saying thank you. Top line, line 6. Timing is important in times of increase, as it's important in all situations. Be aware not to offer more than you'll actually be able to deliver. That's the surest way to turn a happy opportunity for sharing into a burdensome duty, and grateful anticipation into disappointment. I totally had that opportunity yesterday and remembered something that I had committed to do, and just had to go back to that frequency of when I committed to do it. I was so excited to do it. So now that the project was here, instead of falling into this burden, I'm attached to this timeline of doing it. No, I'm not. And once I remembered, no, I'm not, I got to go right back into that frequency of excitement and expansion and joy to serve others by doing this. So it ended up being a really fun project. So may your rewards just increase through your awareness of all that is already right here. Sending you so much love. Namaste.